The following wrestling simulation requires discretionary viewer participation. Welcome to another exciting edition of Championship Wrestling. These matches are sanctioned and supervised by the Steam Workshop Alliance, courtesy of Fire Pro Wrestling World and the Carlzilla Mod Pack. I am Benoit, and we're kicking things off with Mark Rollerball Rocco, who is making his second, or rather third appearance in Fire Pro, if you want to count his match as Black Tiger. We know he's Black Tiger. He was the first Black Tiger. It's been well documented, but he refuses to admit it. Anyway, he's going mask off in the opening contest here against D-Ray 3000, a man who you might remember from NWA TNA in its early days in the Impact Zone. He was definitely a jobber. I don't think he won a single match, but he was a fan favorite regardless. And he goes after Rocco with a nice backdrop, followed by a senton. We're also going to have our SWA Heavyweight Champion, Stone Cold Steve Austin, in action today on the card. And we have new SWA Tag Team Champions as Mankind and Kane made it all the way through the tournament to become the inaugural SWA Tag Team Champions. In quick fashion, nonetheless, against Mark and Jay Briscoe in the finals, we got a cravat. The live chat for that match was very amused by how quickly that bout ended. But the Briscoes were not. That I can assure you. And what's crazy about it is how Mankind was not even supposed to be in the tournament. It was meant to be lateral press. 1, 2. Gets a near fall. It was supposed to be The Undertaker teaming up with his half-brother in the tag team tournament, but The Undertaker would have rather continued with his WrestleMania streak rematches. Much to the chagrin of Paul Bearer. Northern Lights attempt reversed into a DDT. Followed by a beautiful drop kick. And for these past couple of minutes, it's been all D-Ray 3000. A true story. I actually had a picture and autograph with D-Ray 3000 almost 20 years ago at an indie event back home. Nice enziguri. He is taking it to Rollerball. Rollerball's not been super impressive here since debuting, but that was nice. Ducking out of that flying cross chop. However, he's right back being the victim. He's trying to work some momentum here. Wants to get a victory. Beautiful headbutt. But I think that Fro might have blocked most of the impact. Another cross chop there. D-Ray taking it to Rollerball. Uh-oh. D-Ray looks like he wants to go flying. Nice slingshot cross body over the top rope to the outside. Followed by a DDT. D-Ray might be looking to get a count-out victory here. So he gets back in the ring. Here in Fire Pro, we only have a 10 count as opposed to the vanilla Fire Pro Wrestling World. Thank you to the Carlzilla Mod Pack. What is this? Wants to yank that arm right out of the shoulder socket. This opening contest, by the way, has a 15-minute time limit. And it is only one fall to a finish, unlike a lot of the matches that our Rollerball was used to back in the UK. Back body drop there. Rollerball going up top with a diving knee. Leg is hooked. 1, 2. No, only gets a 2 from that. You're going to do it again? No, senton this time. Lateral press. Oh, D-Ray's feet are clearly under the ropes. Referee goes for the count anyway. You know, sometimes the referees just don't care here in Fire Pro. I have to wonder what their motivation is other than a paycheck. Tombstone! I don't know how much D-Ray's afro there can shield that, as Mark Rollerball Rocco gets his first victory here in Fire Pro. But we all know he's Black Tiger. Ted DiBiase is rebuilding the $1 Million Corporation, adding his former 3-time World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Championship partner, Irwin Schyster, to the mix. Leg is hooked by the Mulkey. You may have already seen that he hired his old bodyguard, Virgil, as well. Well, apparently, Virgil is also the head of security for the corporation, as Ted DiBiase is, or was, or still kind of is, leery of King Kong Bundy after their falling out months ago. However, King Kong Bundy has been suspended from Fire Pro Wrestling. I cannot get this out. After attacking both officials and fabulous Freebird Buddy Roberts behind the scenes a while ago. So it seems like DiBiase kind of has smooth sailing. Virgil is right there at ringside, of course, as Bill Mulkey looks to go tag in Randy. I don't know which one of these Mulkey brothers are older. I know they're twins, but were they born at the same time? I don't know. Anyway, DiBiase is tagged in, with Randy Mulkey taking it to him quite early. Quite quickly, mind you. DiBiase had brought King Kong Bundy in to try and stop the Undertaker's WrestleMania rematch streak, but that did not go so well. They had a falling out, and now it looks like DiBiase wants to... Oh! Got slapped like a bitch. DiBiase wanted to reform his $1 Million Corporation, and is doing so by bringing in former associates. Inverted atomic drop there, and Mulkey just falls after taking that shot. This tag team match has a 20-minute time limit, but I highly doubt it's going to go the distance. Tag back out to Honk. We got Butt Lice in the live chat. How's it going, Butt Lice? Buddy Roberts, from what I hear, is actually doing quite well and has made a full recovery, so it's only a matter of time before he is back in action. Due to him being out, Michael Hayes teamed up with, Samoan drop. He calls that the write-off or something. I don't remember what he calls it. Oh, you're headed to town. Nice. Well, it looks like Bill Mulkey here is headed to town here on IRS. Never mind. They spinning and spinning and spinning. That'll definitely cool you off. Anyway, as I was saying, back in the tag team tournament, Michael Hayes was teaming up with Jimmy Garvin. Although they were obviously not successful, as Kane and Mankind became the victors. Lateral press and a kick out. Of course, I'm sure Money Inc. would love to be the SWA Tag Team Champions. As I mentioned, they were 3-time WWF Tag Team Champions. Oh, brain buster. Mulkey is up first, but barely. He is on wobbly legs. That might be the write-off. Oh, God. Write-off a murder. Is killing somebody in the ring a tax write-off? I mean, I don't know. If anybody would know, it probably would be Irwin Schyster.
Everybody's got a price.
It's time for ladies action, as we have the debuting Sky Blue going up against Timeless Toni Storm, who we have not seen in months, as Mildredberg had chosen to face off against Moolah's Glamour Girls back in spring. But now we have a women's champion, and surely every woman on the roster wants a shot at it, including Sky Blue. Sky Blue, a mainstay in All Elite Wrestling, as is Toni Storm. So, hey, to anybody who's been critiquing me saying, hey, you don't have a lot of modern wrestlers on the roster, well, guess what? We do, buddy. You just got to pay more attention. Irish whip. Blue comes back and takes a headbutt. Ouch. Oh, Jesus. Just tying up the legs of Sky Blue there. Good God. Snap mirror over. Now, was Sky Blue ever a champion in AEW? Because that, I don't know. I do know that Timeless Toni Storm is a multiple-time AEW World Women's Champion. But this is not all elite wrestling. This is Fire Pro Wrestling. We are governed by the Steam Workshop Alliance, and every woman on the roster is going to want to get her hands on that SWA Women's Championship. Storm Zero, good night. Well, Sky Blue, welcome to Fire Pro. I bet Gail Kim is watching every match, including this one right here. And here we go. We got the SWA Heavyweight Champion lateral press right away with the leg hooked. Oh, my God. I couldn't even get anything called before the pin. Another one by Flying Brian. We have the Heavyweight Champion, Stone Cold Steve Austin, teaming up with his former Hollywood Blonde teammate, Flying Brian Pillman, going up against Bill Goldberg and Ernest. The Cat Miller was currently in the ring right now with Pillman. Bill Goldberg not only won the America's Cup back in July, but he is undefeated in Fire Pro and actually pinned Stone Cold Steve Austin at the beginning of an era, the very first event here before he was the heavyweight champion. And so now it's going to be Bill Goldberg challenging Austin for that SWA Heavyweight Championship at the Autumn Equinox on Tuesday, September 22nd. Pillman unhinged. The loose cannon, some would call him. Looks like he's already broke Goldberg open there by gnawing on his forehead. We got the, oh, man, I'm thinking about chocolate chip cookies now because of butt lice. Take out to Austin. Here we go. We're going to see these two men one-on-one again. September 22nd. And right now, Goldberg has a pinfall victory over Austin in singles competition. Spinebuster, Austin style. But Goldberg right back up going for the legs. Tag out to Ernest Miller. You know, Ernest Miller is a friend of Bill Goldberg. Though it seems like Goldberg did not have a lot of friends in the pro wrestling industry. And those he did were mainly those out of WCW. He was a very, very polarizing individual who I must admit, back in the day, I was a big mark for. I remember he won the WCW World Heavyweight Championship right around my birthday, defeating Hollywood Hulk Hogan on a live episode of Nitro. That match, a lot of critics say, should have happened on a pay-per-view. But we're not going to get into that here. Oh, Ernest Miller, multiple-time martial arts champion. You're not going to get a victory over Stone Cold with a pin like that. DDT. This match scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Oh, Austin tagged out, but there we go. Now he's getting out of the ring. Tag out to Goldberg. We all know Goldberg, former WCW World Heavyweight Champion, former WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Believe he was a Universal Champion too, well past his prime. Spinning soul butt. Back kick to the gut there. Pillman and Austin never had a chance to go one-on-one as Brian Pillman left WCW back in '95. Straight up quit. Whereas Goldberg didn't make his debut until 1997. Cross arm breaker there. You hurt Goldberg's arm, then he definitely will not be able to pick you up for that jackhammer. Oh, but a tilt-to-whirl slam he definitely can do. Up. Goldberg going for the submission as Austin's posing. Don't know where he got those beers from. Don't know if I want to know. Here we go. This is what we want to see. Pillman standing right between the two as the fists are flying, but Austin has definitely got an edge on Goldberg when it comes to brawling. Cover. 1, 2, no. Austin would love to get a pinfall over Goldberg before their match here at the Autumn Equinox. But Goldberg tags back out to Ernest Miller here. The cat. Spear! Oh, Cat's going to pick up the scraps. But Pillman makes the save. 1, 2, no. Now, Austin and Pillman might have been tag team partners back in WCW, but during Pillman's brief run in the WWF before his unfortunate death, he and Austin were on opposite ends, as at the time Stone Cold was feuding with the Hart Foundation, of which Brian Pillman was a member because he had spent time up in Calgary in the Hart Dungeon with the Hart family. Pillman runs over there. Ernest Miller. Cover. 1. Nope. Back into Goldberg. As I said, this match has a 20-minute time limit. Jackhammer. Oh, that's got it. No, he doesn't want to go. Now he does. 1, 2. Pillman kicked out of the jackhammer. What the hell? Cover.
1, 2.
Austin too busy celebrating early. The match isn't over yet. Second jackhammer. Bit of a modified jackhammer. He doesn't exactly fall on him. So it's more of a vertical suplex into just a front drop. Spear. Another spear. A second spear. This might be the jackhammer that we are all familiar with, folks. Pillman is up and down. The end. No, Austin makes the save and gives him the one-finger salute. Lets Goldberg know how he really feels. And a short spear. Followed by a big... No! Olay! Austin channeling Tito Santana, just dodging that spear. Leg is hooked. Oh, almost got a pin. Almost got a pin. Uh-oh. I think Goldberg just threw Austin right into Ernest Miller. Bit of miscommunication there. Cover.
1,
2.
3.
Oh my. Not only did Bill Goldberg throw Ernest Miller into Stone Cold Steve Austin, he did not even try to make the save for the cat. What a finish to this tag team match. We have all kinds of tag team action going on today on Championship Wrestling. We already had Money Inc. We had Stone Cold and Brian Pillman going up against Goldberg and the Cat. And now we got the Powers of Pain going up against the Smoking Guns. Billy Gunn there taking the Warlord over. Neither one of these teams took part in the Tag Team Championship tournament. Elbow drop only gets a 1 count. They both would surely love to challenge Kane and Mankind, but they're going to have to get some wins racked up if they want to do that. Full Nelson sitting on the back, almost like a camel clutch modification. You can't see it right now because he's out of frame, but you know Paul Jones is right outside there at the ring, watching over his men. Warlord goes to tag in the Barbarian. There he is. The Guns at one point were managed by Sunny, but right now they are without her, as Sunny is not a member of the Fire Pro Wrestling roster. However, who's to say she won't make an appearance here? Lateral press. This match has a 20-minute time limit. All standard tag team matches here on Championship Wrestling will have a 20-minute time limit. I meant to go over that at the beginning of the event. Tag out to Bart, but I did not. Oh, double team. That could be it right here if Bart wants to go for the pin, but he decides not to. Instead, he comes off with a clothesline. No, flying crossbody. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Yeah, that was something I forgot to mention at the top of the program here. All standard singles bouts will have a 15-minute time limit. All standard tag matches will have a 20. However, in the lower thirds, you will see the time limit of each of these matches. So I shouldn't have to go over it anymore unless there is a special case. Warlord back in. Smoking Guns, 3-time tag team champions in the World Wrestling Federation. Oh, double team effort denied by the Warlord. Cover, leg is hooked. Only gets a 1. These are two big men. Although Warlord is a bit bigger. Notice the back knee. It's years of steroid abuse. There's no way those are legit muscles. Tag back into Billy. Oh, Billy. Prevents a suplex. Also tries to prevent Warlord from tagging out, but no. If anything, Warlord might have lured him over to the Power of Pain's corner. It's a good idea. Uh-oh. Okay, Billy is denied. He denies that suplex outside of the ring. He does not want to end up on that corner, especially outside of the ring. Big headbutt there by the Barbarian. And now, oh, multiple headbutts. Bart has to put an end to that. He does not want his brother to submit. All 4 men in the ring now. This match is broken down, and it looks like things might proceed back to a normal pace. Oh, yeah. Warlord huffing and puffing. Cover. Oh, that close to Bart's just asking to be broken up. Double power bomb. Ouch! Power bombs are painful enough. Cover. Warlord might not be quick enough to break it. Never mind, he is. Leg is hooked again. Warlord wasn't paying attention as Bart was right on him. We have new tag team champions here in Kane and Mankind. We haven't really been able to get a word from them or Paul Bearer since they won the championship. We're doing what we can to hear from the champs, but right now it's radio silence. Shoulder breaker. And that was not silent. You could hear that all the way up here in the commentator's booth. Big clothesline. Leg is hooked. 2, 3. No! Barely got his shoulder up, did Bart. Billy was not able to make the save. He might not be... Oh, Billy. Too busy pandering to the crowd there. Almost cost his team the match. But Bart had enough left in him to get his shoulder up. DDT, he might want to tag out. No. Instead, the Barbarian tags out. Nope, never mind. He doesn't tag out. He was going to. Now he does. Both men are going to make a tag to their partners. Billy definitely the freshest out of the 4 men here in the match. Oh, goes for the pin. But now Paul Jones is interfering here, distracting the referee. Oh, now this time a Barbarian was going for a cover, but the referee was not around. Perhaps more harm than good done there by Paul Jones. Maybe not, though. Diving headbutt. Yes! It's over. 1, 2, 3. And the Powers of Pain are victorious here against the Smoking Guns. And that's going to be it for Championship Wrestling. I am Benoit signing off. Till next time, keep on simming.